If you're a basic SMC trader and you can't accept the fact that you are going to get stopped out, listen to this video because this is a common mistake a lot of you guys make. So I've got EU on the charts right now, Euro USD. And as you can see on a 4-hour time frame, pretty clean price action. Price looks very clear in terms of direction and what it wants to do. The problem is, a lot of you guys get way too caught up in the lower time frame without understanding the high time frame. Me personally, I actually execute on a 5-minute and below. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 minute. But I do this having analyzed the higher time frame to understand where are potential areas that I could get stopped out from. What a lot of you guys are doing is this. You would have knowledge of the 4-hour time frame. You will drop to the 5-minute. Okay, you go to that 8 a.m. window for London. Perfect. What would you see over here? Over here, you would see a supply zone. You would see a breach below this structural point. You would class it as a change of character. What you would do is you would mark this out because you believe that this is a respectable zone. And you say, if this gets stopped out, guess what? I'm going to enter from here because this is my extreme zone and this induced that high. Now, the problem is this. You haven't analyzed correctly. So the problem is this, you wanted to enter from here, that got stopped out. Then you said, okay, I'm going to enter from my so-called extreme zone. There's nothing extreme about this, by the way. Then price takes you out again. It stops in this area, which is by no surprise. We're going to get to that. And then it taps into your overall POI that you had marked out on the 4-hour time frame. Pay attention to this. If I just pull out my horizontal line tool and I click this, and I just randomly click the place where price stopped before it reversed, okay, what does that line up with? Guys, this is not rocket science. It's tapped into that hourly level of supply. It's tapped in, price absolutely melted. And now guess what? If we go back to the 4-hour time frame, where has price tapped into? Price has tapped into our overall zone that we were speaking about. This is just a prime example, guys. You had these lows here, these levels of liquidity that had to be induced. You knew this. You marked it out already. But what did he do? You wasn't patient enough. Just because something was within a London window, you marked out a 5-minute insignificant area, okay? You have the energy to say, oh, let me drop to the 5-minute time frame. You have the energy to say, yeah, price breached below this level, so I'm expecting a pullback into this sort of zone or this extreme zone right here. But if we go to the 1 hourly, where was that same energy in terms of analysis, critical thinking, when price breached below this level here? Once it breaches below this level, doesn't a retracement have to take place back to a cheap zone? So you have the mindset of, yeah, once price breaks, I'm going to wait for a retracement from this point or this extreme zone. No, this was the high that led to this low that caused this breach right here. So when price retraces, it must retrace to a cheap zone. Guys, you wouldn't go out and sell bananas and you wouldn't go out and buy bananas and strawberries at 11 a.m. from a Sunday market that opens at 8 a.m. Why? Because everybody who wants to buy fruits and wants the best fruits will be there in the morning, okay? You go there around 11 a.m., you start getting the banana with the dead looking skin. It's not the best type of banana. It's not the best type of strawberries. Why? Because the people who really want the best fruits, they got it early. They got it early, they were there from, they got there at the right time. So in terms of trading now, what you want to do is you want to get to your POI at the right time. And furthermore, it's not even that deep, guys. You just have to stick to your original analysis. You don't have to counter trend trade. Why don't you have the patience to just wait for your POI? Just wait for the mitigation. You guys are out here just trying to catch every single move. Why? Because you're so hasty to pass your funded account. You're so hasty. Hasty has killed human beings. Hastiness has killed human beings. I can't even speak English anymore. Stop being hasty, guys. It will come. It will come. People forget what trading is. Trading is buying and selling and waiting for an increase or decrease in the value of whatever you're trading. And along that journey, you're making profit. But you guys want to just quickly just analyze every single POI without even knowing what a POI is. You know, you already had these marked out. You had these zones marked out. You just couldn't wait for your zones and you got caught in the trap. The trap of what? The trap of the shiny object. Every single thing is a POI to you. Yeah, let me buy up until my original zone. Let me sell up until my original zone. What happens? Before your original zone even gets mitigated, you've blown your funded account. Real life stories. How many times have you marked something out and you can't enter? Although that was your original point, you can't enter because you violated or you're so close to violating your daily drawdown rule. It's a reality. You gotta wake up, guys. If you're trading out here thinking this is some sort of joke, you're gonna be in this loop for life. The market loves people like you. It loves people like you. Why? Because you never learn from your mistakes. The moment you start applying this and just being patient and sitting on your hands, you'll see you'll see some crazy changes in your trading.